Hello, everybody. Todd here, the curator of Thrift, and it is a new week. Had an okay weekend, so just so that I can get things going, here we go. First off, again, I haven't been listing anything because I've just been busy doing other things, and I've been lazy. Honestly, just been lazy because I just too much going on around here in my life. But anyway, I am digging up, if I can find it here, a cassette. It's not in there. Not in there. Not in there. Somewhere down here, I gotta find a cassette. And I can never remember where I put the things because I have too many dang cassettes here as it is. There it is. I just need to find out which one it is. I sold one of these Def Leppard High and Dry cassettes. So let me go find out which one exactly it was. Alright, so I'm at my desk, and two reasons. You would think they're the same, but they're not. Different cases, and actually cassettes are totally different. This is the one that's sold. It is the clear cassette. This is the other one I have. Obviously, it's the older variation. And I haven't even taken the tag off of it from when I bought it. But anyway, I sold this Def Leppard High and Dry for $11.99 on Discogs plus shipping. So pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So let me put this other one back and I'll tell you what sold next. All right, so next up was something I bought at what we call a grocery outlet here. And I think I got this thing for like $7-8. And as you can see, let me get some light here. It is something from Old Spice with a Kraken container holder. So I sold it for $39.99 plus shipping, but here's what it looks like out of the box. I ain't taking it out of this box, so just so you can see what it is. And then I sold on top of that, let me see where I would have it. It's probably buried over here on my table, so I'm gonna have to pause and pull it out. All right, so here it is. It's a Napa box. Kind of hard here, but anyway, it's this Napa box. It is actually a CD holder. They sit in there pretty decently on a desktop. So sold this one for $29.99 plus shipping. So I got a lot to do, and this is why part of the reason why I get in a funk and not getting anything done is I just got too much stuff, and I'm buried, and I don't know where to start. Anyway, let me get the next item out. All right, so next up was a pair, or a set. I shouldn't say pair. It was a set of salt and pepper shakers that I've had listed for quite some time. I don't even remember where I got these from. It's these Tiki Hut, and it's kind of an interesting one. It's like a top and bottom pieces. Anyway, $14.99 for those. I think I got them for a couple bucks at a thrift store like 4 or 5 years ago, and then I finally listed them, and then they took forever to sell, but finally moved on. So somebody's getting them. Hopefully they're happy with them. And last, that's the things from the weekend. I sold one other thing, but I lost my ass on it because I was trying to list, I guess you could say, parts and pieces, and be able to use the envelope that they use for cards, trading cards. But you can't print with that option. However, I'm fine because the parts I sold were not really flat. But I have an issue with eBay not allowing you to use specifically Monopoly cards in something else to save money, to be able to ship them and sell them for less money. So I'm actually going to be removing all Monopoly stuff and figuring out a way to sell it elsewhere so that I can just send it in a freaking envelope with a stamp on it, because why would, I'm not moving it. It's kind of a frustrating thing. It's another subject. But anyway, I just think it would be better specifically for lightweight things that weigh that little bit amount, should be around $1 to ship or less. If you're selling the cards from the game or the money from the game, it should be able to go at least less of amount of a rate, because if it'll fit in those envelopes, just like a baseball card or a few baseball cards, you should be able to send it. However, if you're sending a stack, yes, I understand it. But specific game pieces, I was trying to see, and I failed, if I could sell them individually to be able to ship them this way so that people can fill 1 or 2 pieces that are missing, not the whole stack and having to throw away the rest of it or sit on the rest of it. But that's just whatever. But now that I know that, I'm going to be removing all Monopoly things, grouping them up, and selling them off, just because it's the only way to do it. I'm just going to redonate it. Anyway, get it out of here. I got too much stuff as it is. But anyway, try to do parts, and you fail on some things, but it's just kind of how it is. Nobody wants to pay the money. I have one thing that sold today, that just sold, and it is a... Let me run in and get it. All right, so what sold was this set. This is Oxford Compact Thesaurus and Compact Oxford English Dictionary. I got these things for $1 or $2, I think, somewhere. I can't remember which thrift store I bought them at. I thought I had the light on in there. Can't remember which thrift store I bought them at, but I didn't pay much for them. Turned a couple bucks into $75, $74.99 with free shipping. So I'm gonna get those out today. Hopefully the guy shows up after I get everything packed. But anyway, I got a lot to do. By the time this drops, I will be on a beach. So I'll be back with the rest of the video. All right, everybody. I had to make a detour. As you can see, I had to come to the back room, being that tomorrow is the payout. I had somebody buy a good amount of stuff, and I figured I'd do that. I have to verify a quantity for a potential buyer of some fish hooks, and he made me an offer. I have them for $4.99 each. There's 15 of them. He wants to pay $60 for all of them. He didn't say anything about shipping, but whatever. So I got to check on that, and I will tell you what it was here in a second that I had to come here for. All right, so this guy, possible customer, is looking at these Trocar TK140 7/0. So I have to see if I can make sure that that's what I have. So I might have them in, there we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yes, I have 15 of them, and he wants to pay $60. So I'm going to message him back saying yes, I have all 15 of these, and that I am going to go ahead and probably just accept the offer. So I'll be back. All right, so before I get to what I am really here for, I'm going to go through what sold and go from there. So first off, with some 449 WA 4/0. He bought 5 of these for $9.95 plus shipping. For some reason, Puerto Rico's buying these because it's the second one since Friday. L819F size 7/0 for $39.98. And then Spectre Power Pro Max is 1 for $20. Then there's another one for 20 pound, 275 Gamma Competition for $11. Then I got for $8.99 this 410 size 4/0, 100 of those in that. And then one buyer bought 440 5/0 and 440 3/0. So I gotta get the right ones, and I'm gonna throw in another one of these like last week so that they get a free gift with it. But let me get the one other one I sold, some 4/0. So 3/0 and 4/0. So they bought 2 of the 3s and 1 of the 4s, so that was $29.97 total. So let me get this done, and I will be right back to tell you what my reason for coming here really was. I was actually wrong about those 449s. They're going to Texas and not Puerto Rico. So, but they want tracking when it automatically shows it. Anyway, I'll be back on why I came back here. All right, so besides having to respond to the guy to make sure I had those 15 and wanting to buy them for $60, this buyer bought 1,000 8-inch peg hooks of the heavy duty. So total was $469.90, which is more than I normally do it because he bought them in the sets of 100, and for some reason I didn't have. Every once in a while I used to put 1,000, make it work, give him a better price, but I didn't have it, so this is making me more money. So for 1,000 peg hooks, which I usually have to ship in 2 large flat rate boxes and then 1 medium flat rate box total. So I put about 400 in one, 400 in one, and then 200 in the other. So $469.90, and that includes shipping. So probably about that $68, $70. Yeah, $69.90. Probably all of that's going to go just to shipping. So that's pretty cool. Thankfully, boss man, the guy that I'm doing this for, friend, brought me. There's a bunch in here. There's a bunch in here and here, and I have some on the other side. Plus, I still have a ton back here, but those are going first. Clear them up off the floor because everything over here is already on shelving. So these are them there. So all of that. So I still have a ton of this stuff available, and people are eating it up. So, and to think again, they were going to throw it all in the garbage. So I'm going to get all of this stuff packed up and get it ready to go. And hopefully my mail carrier doesn't hate me unless I can get to the post office before they close. So I will be back tomorrow with more shipping. All right, so 1,000 peg hooks. Because they're the thick ones, they take more space than I thought, because I've sent out plenty of them before, just not in this large of a quantity. I think I've sent out like the lights, and they fit in 2 of these boxes plus a medium, but with these it took 4 large. Somehow I got 280 in this one, 260 in this one, but barely 250 in each of these. So they got like 40 extras in there, and they are going to an address at the buyer's request to another city. So I have a funny feeling they sold them to somebody else, which is fine. They requested they go to an address, and for some reason I missed that on the second label, but right away I realized what I did, canceled it, voided it, and then reprinted the next 3. So everything's going to the address that they requested. So I just messaged them and also let them know that there is 4 boxes and that they are going to the address that they had requested. So, whew, that was work, man. My hands are like stinking filthy from having to dig these out and count out 1,000 of these suckers, or almost 1,100, 1,050 of them pretty much. But yeah, that was busy. Anyway, I got to get these in my truck, lock the door, and get out of here because the store is about to close. So I'll be back tomorrow. All right, everybody. It is now Tuesday, and I sold one thing since yesterday, and it just happened less than an hour ago. And that was something I've sold once before. Gotta make sure I don't put the wrong one in there. Sorry for my armpit. And again, this is going to the United Kingdom. Another Thomas and Friends diesel number 10. Really cool piece. $100 plus shipping. I mentioned it before. Stumbled on the thrift store. Was in there less than 5 minutes before they closed, and so far I've already made $150 minimum, and I still have 2 more of these and 3 or 4 more of the other one, so not bad. Now to get it packed up and piss off my carrier because I brought everything home instead of taking it to the post office, because by the time I was done it was too late. So I got $100 pounds in those 4 boxes total of peg hooks. So I'm gonna leave a note with this on the front porch and tell him to ring the doorbell so that I can help him load everything out of my truck. So anyway, awesome sale. I love it. All right, everybody, it is now Wednesday morning. I'm kind of running a little bit behind on what I wanted to do, but it's okay. I was cleaning up emails that are junk. Out of one of my 2 accounts, I still have another one to go through with several thousand to get rid of. But anyway, I sold a J card for a cassette for Erasure. And this is the Innocence. A nice folds out quite a few, quite a long. It's like 8-10 inches long, maybe bigger. Anyway, so I sold that. Get back on track here. I sold that for $3.99, and it was something I had. I can't even remember how I got it, but the cassette was bad or something, and I didn't have the cassette. All I had was this J card and a jewel. So when I did all my CD inserts, I decided to throw a bunch of cassette stuff up there too, and I've sold a couple now, so that's pretty good. It's free money to me. And I'm clearing stuff out and giving it to people, or not giving it, but selling it to people who need it to put their stuff back together. So parts is parts. Doesn't matter what it's from, whether it's cassettes, games, or home electronics or whatever. But anyway, that's all I got. So I will be back tomorrow. And no sooner do I walk that item all the way over to my post office box across the street, which isn't that far. It's like 20 yards, 30 yards maybe. I sold something else. Now I got to find it, so hold on a second. All right, so it is one of these Mercedes 190E owner's manuals. So I got to figure out which one it is. I got these both at the same time. I, several months ago, had found these Mercedes-Benz books. These 2 manuals, and one of them was for oil changes, to be able to log all that in, and that was the most ridiculous sale I've ever sold on something so tiny. And I sold that thing for over $100. Crazy stuff. And I paid, I think, 50 or 75 cents for these at a thrift store. So I made stupid money. I was in them, what, $2-3, and I've already made, these were $20 for one, so I made $140 off of it already. I just got to see which one it is. I've rebooted my computer for an update, and now I got to check on that. So I'll be back again. All right, so it is this one, and I can tell because of the markings that are on it here, based on the pictures in my listing. So yeah, $19.99, and that was for free shipping, and it is going to, I believe, probably another, yeah, it's going to Florida. It says international sale, but for some reason it's going to Florida. I don't know where it's going, so I have no idea. even though it says it was an international sale. I don't know why it would do that. So let me see what's going on here. Yeah, for some reason it says my note, international sale. I've never put the note in there. Don't know what the deal is. Anyway, yeah, 20 bucks going to Florida. Not bad. All right, everybody. I am trying to find a part that I sold for $15. Here it is. And I've gone through the only few places I have these Ford parts at, and I just put everything into one tote because everything's sold and, you know, reduces the space. So I combined everything in here, nothing. Went through the tote I have of unlisted stuff in the garage, nothing. So I don't know. It is what it is, and I just went ahead and canceled it. It's $14.99, so it is, you know, no problem. I'll just eat the defect on that. But other than that, all I sold was another season 7, the other one I had of Jag. So get this out the door and try and see what I can do for the rest of the day. I've been working on entering all of my CDs and doing a bunch of stuff for the fishing tackle. So I've been listing all of that stuff, and I'm almost caught up on everything I had at home for that. But as far as CDs go, I'm only to there. And I have stuff piled here. This stuff here is next, but I've been moving stuff and filling stuff in alphabetical order as I do my haul videos for Rasputin's. So there's been a bunch of stuff that I've filled in from A to I. And then I have all of this from here back to there that I have to do as I go through it alphabetically. And what I started doing is I have these two here. Anything that I have to completely redo or start a new submission on, I'm skipping over it and setting it aside because I'd rather just get everything in as much as I can so that I don't spend too much time getting it in, because I have a ton of stuff that I'm going to be selling that I need to go through, but I'm probably going to do it all on eBay first, so we shall see. But anyway, hopefully some more stuff sells before the weekend, because, oh yeah, by the way, it's Thursday. Anyway, be back when more sells. All right, everybody, I just finished a bunch of inputting into Discogs, and I have another sale of another CD insert booklet. So I'm trying to pull that. There it is. This was for the Cars Complete Greatest Hits. So yeah, $1.99. Again, parts is parts. So somebody's going to be getting this to replace theirs, and I'm still clearing things out and keeping it from the garbage. Anyway, hopefully some more sales. Talk to you in a bit. All right, everybody. It is now Friday, and I haven't sold anything of my own because I didn't shut it off, the store. I put my store on 15-day handling with a message saying I will not be back until May 1st, because I won't be after tomorrow. So I am here. I've done it with both stores, and I just pulled all my Discog stuff off this morning so that nothing sells, even though I do have one sale from Discogs that I have to address. A CD that I just listed yesterday for $100 or best offer and sold it for 60 bucks. So I will show that later if it happens. Actually, here, this is what it is. I'll take a picture of it when I get home so you can see it. It's just a demo CD of a band out of California. I have an actual CD listed from them as well. I just picked up the CDs of 2 weeks ago from a Goodwill for $1.25. Was it Goodwill? I think it was Goodwill. But yeah, it was crazy. $1.25, already into $60 for that one. The guy wants the other CD, but he's kind of short on funds, and I have that up for $20. So he'll probably buy it later. If not, oh well. And with that, that was an awesome sale. Hopefully he pays for it before I leave. I let him know that I am going to be gone for 2 weeks if he doesn't pay for it today. Anyway, I'm here, back room. As you can see, I have like 9, I think 8 or 9 sales I have to do. And let me get some stuff out of the car or truck that I have listed that I need to bring back in here, and then we will address the sales. So I will be back. All right, so first off, I have one buyer that I was working with. He had bought something, shipping was way stupid, and he had, before I could tell him, I just go ahead and refund him the difference in shipping. He put in for a cancellation, so I still sent him the message, canceled it. He sent me a message back saying, yeah, I'd like to still get them. So what I did is he wanted 15 of these Trocar TK 400 7/0. And so what I did is I just made one listing, took and did a ended it, sell similar, and put that, let me find it here, I moved it down here. Lot of 15 at the beginning of the title, added it in as a lot, all that fun stuff. Changed the pricing to $69.99, and I let him know that at that price that I gave him, it will be going in a padded flat rate envelope. So for $8.30, you know, he's still getting a really good deal. He's paying way less money than it was charging him, like almost $30 for these. This is what it is. That doesn't even weigh a pound. It's 15 of them. So anyway, so I'm going to throw him in a padded flat rate envelope and get him to him in a quicker manner. He's not that far away from here, so it'll be good. So next up, I am just going to mention a couple of things. I've sold more peg hooks. So this one's a repeat buyer. He bought 8-inch heavy duties, 25 more pieces. And that one sold for $21.99. And again, those will go in a padded flat rate envelope. I've mentioned that before, but since it's a new video. And then I had somebody buy 11-inch light duty, 1,000 pieces. I actually have put it on for that quantity. So for $330, he's getting 11-inch heavy duties at a way better price than when I was doing them, when somebody bought the 1,000 the other day, 8-inch heavies. So I think I can get these in less packaging because I've done them before. I usually lay them out because they're thinner. I lay them in a certain way in the box to where I get pretty much to close to 300 in a box, or was it 400? I can't remember. So I end up using 2 large and a medium, so it cost me less money. So that was cool to sell another 1,000 peg hooks. But anyway, next up, let me pull these and I will return because it's 4 items from one buyer. So hold on. Alright, so this buyer bought 4 different Eagle Claw 500s. He bought a size 2. He bought a size 1. It's 1/0, sorry. Size 2/0. And a size 4/0. So he bought all these, and it was $17.16 plus shipping. So that would have been, what, four something a piece. So not bad on that one. Pretty happy with that sale and clearing them out. This is stuff I think I just had just listed within the last month or so. All right, so next up, Eagle Claw LL2 leader links. So let me pull these over here. Let me shut this door. LL2 leader links right there. Right in the front. I knew I had seen them right in the front somewhere. And they're not much. They're these little clear things in here. That's all they are. So pretty crazy. For $4.99 he bought those plus shipping. Next up is another Trocar item. TK 400 6/0. Let me fix this. TK 400 6/0. It's the only one I had, and that one sold for $4.99 plus shipping. And then the final thing here is somebody bought 3 L226 NFS. Where am I? L226 NF. There we go. What did he say? About 3 of them? I think I have a couple of these in the back of another box, so that's why I thought I was out. I got 3 more of these. So 226 NFS, and at one point they had these clearance at $5, but I sold these things for more than that. So total was $29.97 for all three of those. So pretty good, $9.99 each. And that's it. So I will be back to close. All right, everybody. So if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get more content just as things happen. But I'm going to be gone to here for 2 weeks, enjoying the beautiful scenery of this location. So I put everything on vacation mode. I did not set it up where it was closed. I set everything at 15-day handling time. And as I go, I will reduce the handling time as things progress. So for this account, I have it set for 15 days. I'll change it to 10 days, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll change my account to 10 days on Wednesday. And then for this account, I'll go again to probably Tuesday, Wednesday the following week to 10 days. And then with mine, the same thing. But Friday before I come home, I will change everything back to 5-day for this one, and 1 day for mine when I get home, which will be that Saturday. So I will be able to change all that. So I have everything saying that I will be back on the 1st of May, which is when I'm going to be shipping. So I'm going to enjoy my vacation time. So with that, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notification. Please give me a thumbs up and comment below. Tell me what you think about the stuff that's sold, and check out my other stuff. Probably quite a bit going on. I'm up to like close to 250 videos now. And with that, thank you everybody. Happy hunting.